Welcome back to Atheist Era. I was searching for some facts about atheists. So, here are some interesting facts that I found from researching atheists. 1. Atheism has doubled in the past decade. I'm sure it will surprise no one to learn that atheism is on the rise in the USA. As of the latest survey that I can find, around 4% of American adults say they are atheists when asked about their religious identity. That's up from 2% in 2009. Additionally, about 5% of Americans call themselves agnostics, up from 3% a decade ago. And 1 in 5 U.S. adults, 20%, now describe their religion as nothing in particular, up from 14% who said this 10 years ago. 2. The most atheistic country on earth is. According to an article published in the Washington Post that reported on a survey of 65 countries conducted by Gallup International, the world's least religious nation by far is China. After that, around 3 in every 4 people in Sweden and the Czech Republic reported that they were either atheists or not religious. It's worth noting that the label non-religious is not the same thing as atheism. Non-religious can include agnostics and even nominal and non-practicing believers. Suffice to say, on the whole, Europe is much less religious than America. 3. The majority of atheists are men. If you lined up 10 atheists in a row, most of them would be men. In fact, according to a 2014 religious landscape study, about 7 out of 10 atheists in the USA are men, 68%. They also are more likely to be white, 78% versus 66% of the general public. 4. Atheists are younger on average. On the whole, the age demographic of atheists is over a decade younger than the general population. According to this study, the median age for atheists is 34, compared with 46 for all U.S. adults. 5. Atheists are more educated. If you've ever tried to argue with an atheist, perhaps you will have noticed that many of them seem intelligent and educated. That's because they are. In fact, atheists are much more likely to have a university degree. About 4 in 10 atheists, 43%, have a college degree, compared with 27% of the general public. 6. Atheists are more politically liberal. And what will probably come as a surprise to no one, especially the God-fearing Republican self-identified atheists, tend to be aligned more with the Democratic Party and with political liberalism. 7. Atheists have a good understanding of religion. Atheists might not believe in religion or religious teachings, but that doesn't mean they aren't well-versed in how religion works. In Pew Research Center's 2019 Religious Knowledge Survey, atheists were among the best-performing groups, answering an average of about 18 out of 32 fact-based questions about religion correctly, while U.S. adults overall got an average of roughly 14 questions correct. What is a little embarrassing for Christians is that atheists were at least as knowledgeable as Christians on Christianity-related questions. 8. 1 in 5 atheists believe in a higher power. While the literal definition of atheist is a person who does not believe in the existence of a god or any gods, according to Merriam-Webster, roughly 1 in 5 self-described atheists, 18%, say they do believe in some kind of higher power, according to Pew Research. Notably, though, none of that 18% said they believe in God as described in the Bible, while the other 82% said they do not believe in God or a higher power or in a spiritual force of any kind. 9. Atheists experience awe and wonder. You might think religious people should have a monopoly on feeling a sense of wonder about the universe, given that they believe in an intelligent creator. However, the religious landscape study shows that atheists are more likely than U.S. Christians to say they often feel a sense of wonder about the universe, 54% versus 45%. What is more, many atheists still consider themselves to be spiritual people who spend time pondering their existential questions of meaning and purpose. In fact, about a third of American atheists say they think about the purpose of life at least weekly, 35%. Furthermore, despite what you may think, many atheists report that they often feel a deep sense of spiritual peace and well-being, 31%. 10. Atheists more likely to find meaning in hobbies. So without God and religion, where do atheists find meaning in life? Like most Americans, atheists mention family as a source of meaning when Pew Research Center asked an open-ended question about this in a 2017 survey. However, atheists were far more likely than Christians to describe hobbies as meaningful or satisfying, 26% versus 10%. Atheists also were more likely than Americans overall to describe creative pursuits, travel, and leisure activities as meaningful. 11. Most atheists believe that religion is a problem. The majority of atheists expressed negative views when asked about the role of religion in society. For example, 7 in 10 U.S. Atheists say religion's influence is declining in the USA, and that this is a good thing, 71%, according to a 2019 survey. Furthermore, most atheists, 70%, also say churches and other religious organizations do more harm than good in society. An even larger share, 93%, say religious institutions have too much influence in U.S. politics. They probably aren't wrong about that last point. 12. Americans feel less warm towards atheists than other groups. In what could only be described as manifestly unfair, Americans feel less warm towards atheists than other belief groups. The 2019 Pew Research Center survey asked Americans to rate groups on a feeling thermometer from 0, as cold and negative as possible, to 100, the warmest, most positive possible rating. U.S. adults gave atheists an average rating of 49, identical to the rating they gave Muslims, 49, and colder than the average given to Jews, 63, Catholics, 60, and, surprisingly, evangelical Christians, 56. So this was for today. Subscribe to the channel for more content. See you in the next video.